Hi guys! I'm excited to share with you a Starry Night collage. Let's get started creating our collage with our supplies. Grab your crayons, pencil, eraser, and white paper. So what do you think a pumpkin looks like when you're drawing a pumpkin? This doesn't look right. It's a little flat. What about this? These lines are curved. Does this look like a pumpkin? Not exactly. What about these curved lines? Is this closer? It's definitely closer. It still kind of looks like a beach ball. Let's look at pumpkins. Here's a couple of photos of pumpkins. Notice how they're round, but they have texture. I didn't have a real pumpkin, but I had this little plastic pumpkin, so let's look at it. Again, you can see the ridges in the pumpkin. It's got texture. It's got depth and shadows and value. So now let's begin drawing. You're going to begin by sketching out an oval in the center of your page. Now add curved lines on both sides. Don't worry about it being perfect. Mine's a little off-centered right now, but that's okay. We're going to keep working on it. We sketch light so we can erase and get it right. So Ms. Foss is going to adjust the pumpkin and keep sketching till I get it kind of closer to how I want it to look. Now I'm going to add this stem and horizon line. Remember, the horizon line is where the ground and sky come together. Now I want to draw a large circular moon behind my pumpkin. Start to color it in with yellow, so it has a bright yellow moon sitting really large behind the pumpkin. Now I'm going to start adding in color to my actual pumpkin. I'm going to begin with yellow at the top of the pumpkin and stem because it is my lightest color. Then I'm going to come in with my darkest red orange to start adding some dark color at the bottom. If we are thinking about shading and value, the item will be darker the further away it is from the light source. And for us, the light source is the moon. Keep using your orange crayons to blend. You want to go darkest to lightest from the bottom of your pumpkin up to the top. In the middle section, I'm going to add some orange. You kind of see an ombre effect starting to happen as we go lighter to darker. Keep blending whatever your crayons, you're just blending, getting lighter as you go up the pumpkin and trying to color hard enough to get a pretty solid look to your value pumpkin. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color or a hue. Now I'm adding some green in exactly the same way that I did with the orange. I went from yellow to a light green to a dark green on the stem. Go ahead and keep using your green to color in the ground and what we call the foreground in a picture, the part closest to us. Adding some darker green towards the bottom and as shadows around your pumpkin. Now you can outline your pumpkin with a black crayon. This gives it emphasis. It makes it really pop and stand out. I'm going to go back over all of those pencil lines and really highlight my pumpkin design. Next, you're going to carefully cut around your foreground, which is the grass, your pumpkin, and moon. If you have an accident and cut some part off, it's okay. We're going to glue this onto our blue paper, so you can always glue it into the spot that it needs to be in. Don't throw away your scraps. We're going to use those in a little bit. All right, guys, go ahead and glue down your design onto blue construction paper. If you don't have blue construction paper, you can do the drawing part onto the background and color it blue at the end. Add any final touches or fixes that you want to do to your coloring, and now grab those scraps of white paper. Let's look at Van Gogh's The Starry Night to get some inspiration for our background. We want to create that same type of movement in our sky, so we're going to use thick crayon lines. We're using whites and blues and purples to create a flowing blue sky on our collages. Now you can grab those scraps of white paper and make small circular stars with yellow and yellow-orange. Do several and then cut those out with your scissors, and we will glue those onto our background. I hope you had fun making your Starry Night value pumpkins. See you next week.